Good afternoon, beautiful Facebook people. That looks a bit weird. Don't know what's going on there. How are you all? How are you all going in ISOland? We're another week on and another week closer to coming out of it. But so many beautiful gifts, learning so many lessons, and I must say I have been really enjoying this time. Time to go within, time to, connect with self. Learn, look at what doesn't serve anymore, look at the way life used to be, the pace that we used to go at, and it's slowing things down beautifully. So I just did some work today in my safe zone about identifying where we are, and as we move out of this, who do we want to be on the other side of this? So that was really powerful as well, people talking about how they're enjoying this time and then how they can implement that moving forward. So what I wanted to talk about today was Facebook Lives because, hi guys, how are you? Mwah. Because I had a client today who has started a new business, and this is what's happening for people now, is that it's throwing out things everywhere about doing life differently. Was I really happy in my job? No, I wasn't. So what else do I want to do? So people are starting businesses, which is incredibly exciting. And a part of that is doing the work on yourself. You have to become the business owner, working on the limiting belief systems that we have so that we can step into the truth of who we are. And it's getting more into our heart and our authenticity and being ourselves, and because that's why people come to you, because they resonate with who you are, and there's actually no competition at all. And it's also about, when you hop into business, it's about getting out of your comfort zone, which I do enjoy, but it was quite paralyzing there for quite a while. It was very scary. When I first started business, I joined a business networking international group, BNI, with my beautiful people. We were at the Golden Gate, and I was this fresh, naive nurse that started a business and knew that I needed to step out of my comfort zone, and a part of that was joining this group. And we had to do our pitch every Friday morning. We had to get up and talk about our business. And I was absolutely frightened. I had had all these business owners on pedestals, and I got up there and I would say what's going on there? My pitch, and I would write it all down. I don't know what happened then. I would write it all down and on a piece of paper, and I would stand there and the paper would shake and I was really petrified. But I was really good at getting out of my comfort zone, being vulnerable, and just knowing that I had to take the next steps to, I suppose, become confident, because I was very, very, very unconfident. And today I want to talk about Facebook Lives, because my client said to me, "Oh, Mel, you do Facebook Lives and you're so confident, and you love them, and you've always got something to say." And I was like, "Oh, wow, is that how it comes across? Is it? Wow, that's amazing." Because I shared with him how, what's going on? I think I'm losing losing internet. It was a big fear for me. And I was a part of my mentoring group, my metaphysics group, and every year we set what we want to work on, goals, things like that. And what came through for me 2 years ago was that I needed to step out of my comfort zone, and what came through was that I needed to do Facebook Lives. And the thought of it nearly made me vomit. And I thought, oh gosh, I don't want to do that. I was very scared of it, of course, scared of being judged, scared of really mostly judging myself and thinking, my God, who am I? What have I got to say? Yada, yada, yada. And so I knew that it made me really uncomfortable. So then I knew that that's something I had to do. So how I started was I set a date. I set a time, and then I took action towards that, because I knew that if I didn't set a date and a time to do it, then I would never do it. And because I knew I would never feel like doing it. And to this day, I never feel like doing it. I'm not, and I'm more of an introvert than an actual extrovert. And I've had to teach myself and rewire my brain to speaking up, because for most of my life, I was quite shy and would rather be not seen or not heard. So it was been a massive growth for me. And so I set the date, and it was a Friday, and it was a Friday afternoon. Hey guys, how are you? And it was 4 o'clock on a Friday. And initially I did it on my business page, and I knew I had to do it, so I just got on and I did it, and I can't even remember what I spoke about, but when I got off, I think I was on it for 20 seconds. I can't see myself here. Got on for 20 seconds, and then don't know what I even rambled on about, but when I got off, I was so excited. I was like, yes, oh my God, I did it. And that's what I say. And I said to my client yesterday, I said, do it and do it badly. Don't judge it, just have a go. And because it is frightening, and every part of you will try to sabotage it. So if you don't set a date and a time, you actually won't do it. Hello, how are you, gorgeous? And so I know that this is a thing for so many people out there, is they want to do it, but they're really too scared to do it. And they think that everyone that's been doing it is really confident, and they were just confident. No, it's not the case. It's from doing it that you become confident. And I don't know that I'm ever confident, but I just know that I need to do it because it keeps growing me. It gets me out of my comfort zone. Every time it comes to doing it, I think, God, what am I going to talk about? I've got no idea. And then right at the last minute, it will just come. I was like, oh, that's what I'll talk about. Or it'll be something that someone shared. And so then I will just talk about that. And the other part of that is, it's about being vulnerable. And I said to my client, I said, just get on and just share with people that you've never done it before, that you feel quite, nervous about that. And that opens up to being vulnerable and allows people to, be supportive of you. And at the end of the day, I can't see. At the end of the day, everyone is really supportive, and people do want you to do well. But we have this belief system. I know it's this tall poppy syndrome that people just want to peg you down. But really, at the end of the day, I think most people are incredibly, incredibly, incredibly supportive. So I wrote a few notes up here. And another reason to do Facebook Lives is because you get to work on your own inner judgments, because it all comes up, the judging about yourself. And you realize that how for so much of our life, we're trying to fit in. We're trying to be the same as other people. But when you step into business, it's actually about being the opposite. It's about being different. It's about standing out, and it's about being your unique you. And how can people come to you if you're not being uniquely you and authentically you? And I suppose when I started Toastmasters, God, how long ago was that now? 5 years ago, more, something like that. I always had this perception that people were really good public speakers, and they were so proper and put together. And I thought, God, I could never be like that. But what I realized from the whole process was that I am different. I'm not all put together. I don't want to be all put together. And then I just have to show up and be just uniquely me. And then as I did that, all the confidence started to come inside of me, because I wasn't trying to be someone that I wasn't. And then I realized for most of my life, I was trying to be someone I wasn't, which is quite uncomfortable. So the more you do this, you actually become more comfortable with you. And the beautiful thing is, I suppose now for me, I suppose I'm about getting out of my own way as well, and getting out of my ego and out of my head, and I'm more about, especially with my business now, is more about being in service. And the beautiful thing is, you don't judge how many people are on, whatever, yada, 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 it doesn't matter. But our ego will do that and go, oh, I wonder how many people saw. And if no one saw, or no one commented and liked, then it means it's a failure. Well, no, it doesn't mean anything like that, because you don't know who's watching. You don't know, because people won't comment. You won't even see them. And then it'll be something random will happen. Sometimes I just get messages through my inbox. I'm out speaking to someone, and then people will come up and they'll say, oh my God, thank you so much. You shared something ages ago, and gee, that really resonated with me and allowed me to take these steps and do this and do that. And I'd be like, oh my God, wow. I didn't even know you, or maybe I did, or I didn't even know that you were watching, or because people, you think they're not even there, but there are people there. So if you're thinking about it, then you might just, inspire someone else, or you might just help someone else. And especially when I did my fears one last year, I took the journey of overcoming my fear of sharks when I did a triathlon, and I talked about that whole journey every step of the way. There were so many gifts in it, and it was really bringing up all of my fears to work on. And it was incredible. I don't know some of the things I was sharing, I can't even remember now, but I had people coming up to me and they started saying all these things that I would say. And I said, where did you get that from? And they said, you share you, that's what you say, and that's what you share every Friday. And I was like, oh my God, how about that? So you just never know. You never know who's listening, who's watching, and how much you can help them as well, the difference that you're actually making. I just I've popped some notes down here, and the point of this as well is that when you do work on yourself, you start working on your limiting beliefs, you start rewiring your brain to affirming positive beliefs. Well, you change them from doing the mindset work. But then there also comes a time when you have to take action. You have to be getting out of your comfort zone to build these new neuro pathways in a new direction. Otherwise, it's a very slow process. And if you don't take action, then you're not moving those neuro pathways. So they start building up in the other direction of, I suppose, the parasympathetic nervous system rather than the stress response. So if you don't take action, if you don't get out of your comfort zone, then you stay in your comfortable zone, which is really our uncomfortable zone, which is ridiculous. Hi, gorgeous, how are you? And nothing changes. So it is a beautiful opportunity, and I reckon it's the best one right now for people because we are in ISO, and I've seen so many people getting up and doing Facebook Lives when they haven't in the past, but they always wanted to because, it's a beautiful opportunity to grow yourself and then also to inspire others. The other thing, I wanted to say was that you'll never be ready. It will never be the right time. And the only time is now. And it is about just setting that time, setting that date and just doing it. Oh, I can't say who that is, but hello, gorgeous. And just doing it badly. And then the next thing is not to judge yourself. They say not to watch it because then you'll just judge yourself further. And then what you do is you reaffirm the stress response, the fear response, and then you can paralyze yourself or you'll never go back and do it again. I'm a bit different. I don't watch mine anymore, but I used to when I first started doing them. I did watch them, but I actually laughed at myself rather than judging myself. I was like, oh my God. And so I found it quite, it actually spurred me on because I was just so excited that I'd done it because I was an absolute nervous wreck about it. So, but they do say that you do them and you actually don't watch them. Laugh at yourself, be proud of yourself for having a go because it's a really good opportunity just to speak from the heart and find parts of you that you didn't know were there. And my word, have I found parts of me that I didn't know were there over this business journey. Never thought I'd start a business in the first place, but circumstances led to that happening because I needed to learn self-love. Very high achiever, very go, and very destructive and incredibly stressed. And then when I started to be mentored to learn how to be more kind and caring to myself, it just started to open up new worlds, and I started to see life with a different view and realise that we can all do life a bit better, and that's how, the business evolved. And I never thought I'd be doing public speaking, never thought I was, because I was an absolute nervous wreck. But it's a beautiful process where you see parts of yourself, and our brain is not fixed at all. We can totally change it. We can be anything we want to be. And the only thing is it takes courage to take those steps to actually get there. I said set a date and time, just do it regularly and do it badly. That's one of my favourite sayings, especially with meditating, teaching people how to deep breathe and meditate. As I say, just do it and do it badly because there's actually no right or wrong, and the more you judge it, the less you actually get the effect that you want from it. the other thing was to be vulnerable, of course, but I think it's good to have a bit of a theme that you're talking about just for your own, confidence, something that you feel confident about speaking on, things, topics you feel a bit confident on when you don't. And yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to say. But for me, 2 years on, I never really am excited by it. I always think, oh God, it's 4:00. It's a Thursday. I've changed the times now to a Thursday. And I never think, God, I wonder what I'm going to talk about today. I mean, I always think, what am I going to talk about today? And then right at the last minute, it comes through. But I will never give up because I know that it's growing me. It continues to get me out of my comfort zone. And I know that it does make a difference for people. And especially right now, so many people have been saying, they write me a message, say, thanks so much. And I do a lot. I do one every day in my Joyful Entrepreneurs group, Facebook group. I'm doing a Be Stubborn series, never give up. So I'm just giving a tip for the day. And that's a bit easier. I sort of enjoy them because I'm sort of on and off, and it's something that's going on for me in the day, and so that I can share with others. And yeah, people have been posting and saying thank you so much. It's lovely to see, inspiring, and it gives us hope. So that's another reason to do them, because you just don't know who you're helping. So 2 years on, I'm still doing them badly, but I'm doing them. And I suppose, that's right. I can't even see who that is, but that's right. Oh, wow. Hey, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Just do it and do it badly. And at the end of the day, everyone has a beautiful message. Everyone has a beautiful story, and everyone actually has something to share when you might feel like you don't. So true. All right, that's about all, I think. I'm having some... See, you do it and do it badly. There's some interesting techie issues going on here right now. This is the last thing I want to say. Who do you really do it for? I always think I'm doing it for other people, but really you're doing it for yourself. Every time I will share something, then throughout the week, the rest of the week, the weekend, whatever theme I've been talking on will just grow inside of me more. I'll become more aware of things. It just expands, actually, your awareness about whatever topic you're talking about. And then you see the congruency, or you see the things in you that are not congruent with whatever you're talking about. So, which is great because it brings it up to the surface. And it makes you more vulnerable, which opens up your heart more, which then builds more confidence from within. And the confidence really is being courageous when you don't want to. That was a really powerful message that my mentor said one day. We were in a workshop, and she said that, what true confidence really means is it's being confident when you don't feel like being confident. I was like, oh my God, I just thought people were confident. They just knew what to do. They just could just do it. And they did it, and they never had any, nervous, butterflies. But that's not the case at all. The confidence comes from, doing things when you actually don't feel like doing them. So much love to you all. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy this quiet downtime. And if you've got any questions, really happy, love talking about Facebook Lives and changing the stigma around it, because people think, people are just amazing at it, but everyone starts somewhere, and so there's no better time than now. Mwah! So much love to you all. Have a beautiful day. Bye.